Welcome back to Futurelooks. Today we're going to take a look at the Silverstone SG07 from the SUGO series from Silverstone Tech. These guys have been around for quite some time, and they're actually quite good at producing some of the best airflow chassis you might have seen. A couple of those would be the Fortress 2 and soon the release Fortress 3. The SG05 was good, but this one definitely better, and we'll show you why in just a few moments. What this chassis typically supports are ITX motherboards. Here are just a couple to choose from that are out there available right now. The purpose of these particular systems typically is home theater PC, but you can actually use them now more for gaming. You've seen various smaller systems like Shuttle, who's done some gaming systems. Well, these are, now you can add your own CPU, your own memory of choice. You can add your own video card. So this particular chassis features a 600 watt power supply, which is the bare, basically would be the bare safe minimum for, say, a 5850 or a 5870 ATI series card, or one of the NVIDIA GTX 470s, 480s. Obviously it'll handle anything less than that. If you are using one for gaming and you feel like you're up to it, you can turn it, it could double as your home theater PC. I mean, it's quite small, doesn't take up much of a desktop or next to your TV. Alright, as you can see here, this is rather small. Some of the features that they added to this one over the SG05 were the acrylic side windows here. Typically that was just a kind of a mod that they were sending out, some of the vendors, and it basically caught on. It was requested by plenty of folks, so Silverstone, being the innovators they are, went ahead and added the acrylic windows here, help with some venting. So here on this side would be where your video card would be. Here you also have a little window you could see straight in through your CPU cooler. There's also a top vent here where there is a very large cooling fan. This one here is helping expel air. The bottom of the chassis sports another cooling fan. This one here is drawing air in from the bottom, since cool air naturally can replace where hot air is rising through. This is, you get kind of a nice little wind tunnel action here. Extra venting here to that the video card might need. Here's the back of the chassis. Here's basically all your settings you would need. Here, if you want to control your fan, the speed of the fan, you have a low and high. Switch for your built-in power supply, 600 watt, the integrated power supply. You also have your Pci slots here that you're going to pull out, of course, if you're putting in a really large video card. Of course, place for your motherboard I/O shield. So we're going to go ahead and remove the last screw. In here we have a sweet little case, all its little glory. There's your power supply built into the front. You know, typically you'd see those in the back, but that actually helps free up a lot more space for taller CPU coolers. You have a removable fan filter, keep dust out, dust bunnies, which there are always plenty of those floating around. That cooling fan on the bottom is actually part of the power supply, so it's got a two-fold mission job. Helps keep the chassis cool, because components can get a little warm inside, especially if you're using a quad core and you happen to be doing a little overclocking. You have your bay here for your small slim DVD burner or ROM drive, whichever, your Blu-ray, if you would decide to go with an HT PC. Here's your hard drive bay. You can install basically any size hard drive you want. So naturally what we're going to do now is take a look at your little, what comes with your computer case here. SG07, your power cords, standard screws you might need, extra filter here, of course your manual. You know, a case this small, there's not really a whole lot to assembling it. You just need your motherboard tray standoffs, your screws, anything you might have to get it installed. In this particular case, easier to see it from this side, your standoffs are already mounted. It's part of the frame. You just need your screws. So now what we're going to do is install one of our own ITX motherboards of choice. We're going to give this little thermal management beast a little run here and there, and we'll see how it performs thermally.